Hey everyone, this is BRAINWAVEZ, and in this video I'm going to show you how to design basses like Boogie T and Jantsen. This is the project file for this video. As always, this project file is available on my Patreon, so check the link below for that. Let's get started with the drums. You can see that I'm skipping the first snare every 8 bars just to create a little bit of tension. Besides that, it's a pretty standard dubstep pattern. Something that I have that is kind of supporting the snare is this little impact with a lot of reverb and cutting the low end of it. So yeah, that's helping the snare a little bit. And then for the main synths, well, I have these bass fills that are just some samples of mine that I created. And then for the main basses, I have 4 layers. So the lead, a layer covering mostly the low mids, my sub, and another layer kind of supporting the lead. So I'm just gonna start with the main sound, which is this one. So let me mute all of this and go one by one for you. I'm using 3 oscillators in here. First one is a sine wave, second one is harmonic series, and third one is a sine wave as well. The level of the 3 oscillators is being modulated by the envelope one, which has this shape. And then on the effects, I have all of this, and the filter is being modulated by this first LFO. So with that being said, let me just mute all of this and go one by one. So first, it's a sine wave, as I said, nothing too crazy. FM is enable, so first one is modulating, second oscillator, the FM is around 36. Whoa. And the harmonic series is up an octave. The frame is at around 53. Then I enable the third oscillator and FM to the oscillator 3. The FM amount is 21%. Third oscillator is 36 semitones up. So that's how that sounds. Then distortion, soft clipping, pre-mode distortion, pre-filtering. Once again, this is being modulated by the envelope one. Then I have this gain on the EQ being modulated by the envelope one. Some reverb, compression, and the filtering, which is giving it that like wobbly and resonant sound. Then I put some more reverb on it, some delay, pretty short delay, erosion, and with the erosion I'm using envelope follower, which is a Max for Life device, and I'm just mapping the amount of the erosion to the envelope follower. And I increase the gain on the envelope follower. So basically the envelope follower, what it does, in case you're unfamiliar, is it just takes the output of the sound and convert it into like a signal, you could say. Then you can map that into whatever you like. So in that way, the amount of the erosion is being modulated by this, and it's going up and down with the sound, so it gives it like a nice texture, like a nice top end. And then I have EQ8, which is boosting a little bit at 1500 or around that area, and 7000, and I'm cutting the low end as well at 300. So that's for the lead. Then the layer, you can see that the post-processing is pretty similar for the patch itself. It's pretty much a variation of the first one. Still 3 oscillators. LFO and envelope is looking pretty similar. Changed the harmonic series. The frame is now at around 176. The third oscillator is 2 octaves up, and it's now this shape. And filtering is still going, compressor after the filter. So, you know, just playing around with the shapes in here, the octaves, and the frame of the harmonic series is gonna create different sounds, and I'm just taking advantage of that basically. Then for the low mids, you can see that I did a boost at around 110. Still I have some delay in there. This delay is not like a conventional delay, it's just creating a little bit of stereo-ness. You can see that once again LFO is the same, envelope is the same. I'm using a sine wave with level modulation, soft clipping. So that's with nothing, then distortion, compression, and the filter. And lastly, the sub, which is pretty simple. Once again, is vital, basic shapes, modulation of the level. I change a little bit of the envelope, and the level is being modulated by this LFO this time, and some distortion, soft clipping. All the 4 layers sound like this by their own. And then the second part, you can tell that the sounds change a little. So all of the sounds are remaining exactly the same. It's just the lead that I'm changing a little bit, and that creates like a nice fresh sound. So I'm doing automation of the macro 1 and the macro 3. The macro 1 is affecting the amount of FMing. The macro 3 is affecting the waveframe of the harmonic series. So before and after. And that was enough just to create like a nice fresh sound for the second part of the drop. And that's pretty much it for the drop itself. Once again, the project file is my Patreon. And also, for a limited time, I'm offering a private some music production lesson to everyone who joins my Subsonic Scientist tier on Patreon. Once again, link below. Hope I see you there. And thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. Please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I hope I see you around.